Power Pro Wrestling. Power Pro Wrestling. Power Pro Wrestling. The Power Hour.
All right. Happy New Year's, Team Hales. I hope everybody had a great, happy new year. Hope it's been fantastic. I wish you and yours an absolutely fantastic 2024. I hope everybody's fired up about the year 2024. I hope everybody's excited. I hope everybody looking forward to it. Adam's going to put up right now a great graphic that was on the Memphis Wrestling Hall of Fame page today, and that wishes everybody, all the fans of Memphis Wrestling, even the haters of Memphis Wrestling, and there's not many of those, saying Happy New Year of 2024. That was on the Memphis Wrestling Hall of Fame page, and I wanted to remind everybody like me is crazy about the Memphis Wrestling Hall of Fame and the concept of. You have a couple of ways to follow it. You can go to the Memphis Wrestling Hall of Fame.com website, and you can follow the Facebook page at Memphis Wrestling Hall of Fame. So make sure you check that out 100%. Memphis Wrestling Hall of Fame.com and the Memphis Wrestling Hall of Fame Facebook page. What a day, what an exciting day today. And we're going to say who is saying hello to us. It's Liza Johnson from Australia, Andrew Calvin Jr., Power Pro Wrestling's #1 fan. Happy New Year to you too. Certainly Greg White is in the house, and Pat Rose, my buddy, love him. PJ, the first lady, of course, of Team Hales. Then I gotta show you this purse, this shirt. It was gifted to me as a Christmas present by our buddy Greg Wayne. What do you think? Team Hales, styling and profiling. How about it? Now, I'm going to do a little technical stuff now, or producing stuff right now, and expecting to get a no, because I'll give you a little inside information. And I love Pat Rose to death, love his son, love every bit of his family. Al Tuttle, we love you too, Al. Appreciate all the good stuff you send to me and great video links. As Brooke says, Happy New Year's to Team Hales. Now, I just wanted to tell you, this is an unusual show, because as far as the start of the show, because Adam usually comes on 30 minutes before the show, and I haven't talked to Adam all day long, so I didn't know what was going on. So I got us on the air, and then Adam pops up, and he is in the backstage area. So I got the countdown up and running, and he got the theme up and going and got me on the air. So he is producing the show today, but this is a point in the show where he normally runs over what is going to happen on the show. Now, he's going to have to text me right now, because I don't see him in the background, just a picture. And there he tells me, he says, you do it. He's in one of those fucking moods today. I could already tell. All right. Let's tell you what's going to happen on this show. It's show number 96, February the 12th, 2001. Last week's program, I think you remember last week's show was where we wrote out Jim Cornette, his last show on Power Pro Wrestling. And the week before that was, of course, his last show booking. Now, this is again putting it all together, trying to rebrand back to where it's supposed to be. We're trying to take it, and it won't take place overnight, but we're trying to put the show in a point where it was and build on that. So we again start doing that today, and you will see on this program Ali, the Power Pro Heavyweight Champion. 7 comes out with Brandon Baxter. We also have a Young Guns triple threat match with Derek King, Alan Steele, and Chris Michaels. Ali does another promo. Then, very interesting situation against 2 members of great tag team, Robert Gibson of the Rock and Roll Express and Tommy Rogers of the Fantastics have a face-off. Then they have a match. Robert Gibson from the Rock and Roll Express, Tommy Rogers from the Fantastic. Really looking forward to that. Lance Jade presents Alan Steele with the perfect woman. I don't remember that. We'll see that a little later on this Power Pro show. CB White tries to talk to RH. Hardcore match. Bulldog Reigns against Lance Jade. We will have a Brandon Baxter 2 fought for sure segment and a Power Pro Championship match with 7 against Ali. Now, before we get in, another instruction from Robert to Adam. We're going to go ahead and start the show in just a second, February the 12th, 2000. And there's a voiceover to open the show. Then we go into the video open of the show. Soon as it goes to our regular open, I want you to come back to me. And this is the spot of the show, certainly, that just a very interesting thing I want to talk about. One of the things that I did, I uploaded a picture later, and then I forgot about it. Believe it or not, the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, turns 80 years old. He's 80 years old today. He was inducted into the Memphis Wrestling Hall of Fame several years ago, and then for some reason, this is a graphic that's saying May 17th. That's that fucking Kevin Lawler shit again. Put me in. Show the show, please. February 12th, 2001. I just don't like Kevin Lawler. I don't like what he's done in my Hall of Fame. I do not like Kevin Lawler.
It is high noon on Union Avenue in Memphis, Tennessee. Live at a special time, see half of the greatest tag team in professional wrestling history, Rock and Roll Express's Robert Gibson. From a TV show that invented hardcore wrestling, see 2 men do battle in a hardcore street fight, Memphis style. Brandon Baxter continues his reign as matchmaker, and Randy Hales is not happy. Expect the unexpected, live here today on TV5 Power Pro.
Hello to everybody in Team Hales, including Ricky Kennedy in the house.
Power Pro Wrestling.
I love that opening. The voiceover sets the tone for the show. It's just great. It is great. Dave Brown is a professional. It's just fantastic. It just really is. As we go into the regular video open of the show. All right. What did you guys think? And I know Al Tuttle says he likes the opening of the show, and LL from all over there. She is from Canada. She also says a happy birthday, a 80th happy birthday to the mouth of the South. This is where apparently just Adam's not able to come on, even with voice over is concerned. And I have no reason, I have no idea why, but he had mentioned that this is one of his favorite openings because this is what it did. And I like the fact that Al liked it. It's the way to hype the show. It's the way to hype the show 100%. I think it's so important we're going to watch it again. And I am going to rewind it and listen to this thing and what it accomplished, because it's very, very important. It's not traditional. It's not the regular opening of the show. It gets the preview done in a different way. This is Randy Hill's Booking 101. Hello, Jeff Hulk Hill, saying hello to and happy birthday to Jimmy Hart. We're going to rewatch this and go the way we'll go all through it and start show number 96 as we do that. But watch carefully and listen carefully. I love this opening. It's one of Adam's favorite openings.
It is high noon on Union Avenue in Memphis, Tennessee. Live at a special time. See half of the greatest tag team in professional wrestling history. Rock and Roll Express's Robert Gibson. From a TV show that invented hardcore wrestling, see two men do battle in a hardcore street fight, Memphis style. Brandon Baxter continues his reign as matchmaker, and Randy Hales is not happy. Expect the unexpected, live here today on TV5.
I don't know why I thought that was Dave. It obviously was not Dave. All right, here we go. Let's watch this. Show number 96, February the 12th, 2001.
Power Pro Wrestling. The Power Hour. Hey again, everybody. Dane Trout and Corey Macklin in the ring here today. And Corey, there's still a lot of chaos going on, but I'm a little happier than I was last year.
Yeah, I am also. And I'll tell you, right here today on the Power Hour, as they say, expect the unexpected. We get a lot of action right here today.
Up with the score of the Alabama-Michigan game. Michigan had led throughout the game. However, Alabama has taken the lead 20-13 over Michigan with 3:19 left in the game. Alabama wins 20-13. The winner will play against the winner of Texas and Washington, which happens later today. It will be for the national championship that win.
Good to see you. Good to see that belt around your waist.
Can I borrow your mic for a minute?
You can.
Can I borrow this for a minute? You know what? I got a question. Somebody help me out here. Is this Memphis, Tennessee? Is this Power Pro Wrestling? So that must mean we're standing in Ali's house. Now, Dave, I know you
Nicholas Oates, God bless you. Happy New Year, buddy.
Cut you off here, but I want to say this. I want to say that it's about time a title belt for Memphis, Tennessee has been put around a man that can handle the business. And I want
100% credit
25 years,
Brandon Baxter for Ali getting over. Brandon managed him. He discovered him and did a great job getting him over. Listen to the people here. Hey, Todd Alexander, Happy New Year to you too, buddy.
We're waiting for the action, which is coming up a little bit later on today. We got a lot of action on the Power Hour coming up here. One problem, though, of course, is the guy who used to work for you, Brandon Baxter, and making the matches and all that sort of thing.
First of all, I got this belt around my waist, and Brandon Baxter, there ain't nothing, and I mean nothing you can do about it.
Nicholas Oates is saying in the year 2000 he was 5 years old, and here it comes as we switch Brandon Hill after a successful run in Power Pro as probably the number 2 most popular babyface in the company. Oh, there's no probably to it, no doubt.
Ali, you look real big and tough in those silly little green pants. You see, it seems that you have forgotten where you came from. Let's remember back 8 years ago. You came up with some silly gimmick where you walked around barking like a dog, and you called yourself the Atomic Dog.
Hold up, punk. Let's remember that gimmick was my uncle, the Junkyard Dog. You better watch your mouth. I will come out and beat your butt.
Woof, woof, woof. That's real impressive. Where did that get you? That got you nowhere. Nobody Nobody knew the Atomic Dog. Nobody knew Steve Sharp. Nobody had a clue who you were. That's where I came into things. Will you shut up while I'm talking? That's where I came into the picture. I made you. I gave you that name. I gave you that look. I told you what to do. I told you when to do it. I made you, and right here today, I will break you. Do you understand that? I will break you right here today. Get him! Get him!
Whoa. Man. Who is this guy, Dave? I don't know. Somebody snuck in behind us there and went after Ali.
Well,
I don't know who that was.
nobody could take...
Wrestling 101, how to get somebody over.
Well, Ali dispatched whoever that
Listen
was.
to the people. They really like the guy.
Nobody seemed to be
Currently an actor.
last week. So if nobody else can do
That's a scary movie coming out. I read something in his post. He's on Facebook as Bishop Stevens.
Ali? I don't think so. Oh, Seven jumps in from behind.
From behind, Seven jumps in. Yeah, Brandon had Ali's attention. Seven standing in toe-to-toe with the Power Pro champion Ali. Look at Ali pound away at him.
Oh, here comes a bunch of folks.
Yeah. Here comes the referee even. What is it? The referee jumps in.
Looks like the entire dressing room is emptied out here. They're trying to pull them apart. They got Seven pull back. They're holding Ali. Ali breaks free.
Hello, pull apart.
These two guys are really going after each other and don't want to be separated, but Ali's got them apart.
hero, huh?
Yeah, they're trying to get Ali out of here. No official match. All right, somebody has retrieved the belt for Ali. That's good before Baxter steals that thing again. Meanwhile, they got
a piece of Ali? Do you want a piece of Ali?
You know I want a piece of Ali. Did you see just the way he just left? I'm still standing in the ring. Where are you, Ali?
So you want a title match with Ali? You want a title? You think you can beat Ali? Do you think you can beat him?
I know I can beat Ali, and when the bell rings, I will answer.
So you beat Ali right here today, and you bring me that belt. Right here today, you can count that as a fact. It's Ali against Seven right here on the Power Hour.
all right. Baxter has made
That's
the
my
match.
because
He's
this
the
is my
matchmaker.
show.
Well, if we get him in there 1 against 1, that may be a very, very good match later on today on the Power Hour. The Power Pro title will be on the line. There's going to be the challenger for Ali's belt right there. Don't you go away. We're just getting started with this one, fans.
All right, it's the Power Hour, and we're right into it. I wrote down the wrong date. It is February the 19th. It's not 2001. It's February the 19th, 2000. This Power Hour, this is the first show actually without Jim Cornette on it. We had finished up the WWF developmental talent. And when your whole crew basically, or most of your crew leaves, you got to go out there and make chicken salad out of chicken, you know what. And that's what we did. And we brought in the Robert Gibsons of the world and the Tommy Rogers of the world. And the next week there'll be more debuts. And so we're trying to fix this stuff. The main problem is that for the last 13 weeks, Jim Cornette's a proven booker. However, he didn't book it in the style that Memphis Wrestling is known for. And we took a major hit on the ratings, a major hit. The worst at that point in the history of the show, and it continued to go down and down and down. And I knew to get it back up on a steady basis, it would be doing shows just like this show and trying to get a baby face over in Ali. And that was Brandon's job. And I think he did a very good job as well. As Lonza says, Ali is reminding me of Monty Brown from the early days of NWA TNA. And I just think that Ali, Bishop Stevens, just did a fantastic job. Back to our football update that Al Tuttle says Michigan just uh, just scored an extra point, and the game is tied. The game is tied 20-20. Excitement going on a Monday night. Imagine that, Al. How much time is left on the show as we go back to the Power Hour?
Okay. All that, Alan Steele. Hey, coming up here in the ring today, we've got a Young Guns triple threat action that's coming up, and we want to talk to one of the Young Guns about the action coming up here today on the Power Hour, our special time of 12 noon right here today on TV5. Here he is, Mr. Personality, Derek King, arriving around, and got CB Wyatt along with us. Derek, you got a big bout today. Triple threat action coming up.
You know, Corey, I told everybody last week there was going to be
I thought last week's Derek King interview was the best interview of his career.
Derek King would do whatever he wanted to do. And today, beyond a shadow of a doubt, Derek King will prove to you that he is the one and only Young Guns champion here in Power Pro Wrestling. But I got other business here. CB Wyatt, I want to know, all week I've been asking you, why were you out here helping Randy Hills is what I want to know.
You know, Derek, I've been checking the things this week. You know, I've had a lot of weird things going on. That's why I wasn't there for you. And that's why I haven't been talking to you about what happened at all. But, you know, until I find out what's going on, this could change my life hugely.
Let me tell you something. What's going to change it? You have not should have changed your life because you know what? You take care of DK business and nobody else business because I'm going to take care of DK business.
Oh, a little dissension in the camp, it looks like, between Derek King and CB
This
Wyatt.
is a Brandon Baxter story again. I am shocked that I agreed to do this. I don't think it plays out all the way today, but in the next few weeks, you will see more CB, more from Easy Money, a lot of stuff coming up in this story. Different direction here and a little humor that normally I did not play and did not like, but this was a lot of fun, and I thought this got over. This is a Power Pro Wrestling Young Guns triple threat match. Derek King, Alan Steele, and Chris Michaels.
Three guys looking at each other. Nobody knows who's to go for first.
Yeah, and the rule is in this one, Dave, is that the
Alan Steele became a great wrestler. Chris Michaels is great. Derek is great. This is a hell of a match. Again, remember, our crew had left. This is fixing stuff.
Look at Chris Michaels go. Wow. Great move. There's a 2 count, and all that is right there to break it up. Alan Steele and Michaels now with a double teaming against Derek King. Derek bounces off that top rope, comes back.
Oh, face first into the mat. Derek King, former holder of the title, counted 2. He was very close to being counted out right there.
Sure was.
Alan Steele breaks it up. Look at this. Michael leaps out, waits, Steele turns. And right there's a cover, count of 2. And Derek King drops down. He's got a cover, count of 2. Man,
I tell you, we've seen several 2 counts, but can't get a 3 yet. Look at this. Derek over the top rope goes Chris Michaels. And he flips Alan Steele over onto the concrete floor.
Yep, that's not a victory, though. You gotta pin somebody. There he springs from the top down to the floor.
Off the top rope. Man, he went flying down right off the top under Michaels and Steele.
Alan Steele rolled back into the ring.
Memphis Wrestling with the new twist is I was watching what WCW was doing with the cruiserweights, what WWF was doing, and I knew we had to do that as well. Sure, have the veterans and the classic Memphis Wrestling stories and wild action and all that. But the in-the-ring action, I mean, this was on purpose, a direction we were going. And this is just a great match.
He covers. One.
Michael's down. Derek makes the save. Hell of a match here on the Power Hour this week.
On it, says Derek King.
Boot to the back of Chris Michaels, and Alan Steele and Derek King working him over. Whips him into the ropes now. Comes off. High back drop, high in the air, and down he goes.
Steele and King double
52 seconds left in the ball game. 2020 tied up, Alabama and Michigan. No telling what you guys will find out about. This is a show about it. Other stuff, not just wrestling. Keep up with what's going on in the day. As Derek makes the save again, and he goes for the cover, and now there's distinction going on here. Very interesting match here.
Guys have been going. They're going to be getting tired pretty soon. Somebody will make a mistake. There's a cover by Derek King. 1, 2. A breakup by Chris Michaels. Lance Jade out yelling at Alan Steele. Get up off the mat. You're out here embarrassing me, he says. You know, Alan Steele would have been better off if he'd never hooked up with Lance Jade.
Oh, I'm telling you, no doubt about it.
Jade has cost him matches, and he insults him all the time. Jade has him running so he can feel like a big shot, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right. He just wants people around him to make him seem like he's a big deal when he's really not. There's Lance Jade, who whips him right into that ring post. And look at Derek King. He catches the referee with that.
Heel shoves him down. And Lance Jade rolls out of the ring. We don't know who you're talking to, says Lance Jade. Oh, meanwhile, Derek King with a 1, 2, 3.
And the story continues. And we knew we have Ali as the top baby face. We need other baby faces over, and we were given Derek a shove. We were giving him a shove, and he could work, no doubt about it. And as time went on, he got much better doing interviews. Here's Ali.
Let me tell you how it is. I broke your nose last week. This time I'm going to break you in half. And as far as Brandon Baxter goes, let me tell you something, son. You need to start calling me Poppy. Because when I get my hands on you, I'm going to beat you behind like your daddy used to.
I think this show has started out very good. Again, back to the very special opening. The very special opening that we did have. I thought that was great. The Ali stuff, the BB stuff, the Young Gun Triple Threat. We got a lot more going on this show, the Power Hour, February the 12th, 2000 show, number 96, as we continue watching the Power Hour.
Look at some things before we get back into action. I got an interesting interview coming up in just a couple of minutes here. First, some Power Pro Wrestling business. Let's take a look. If you want to have a fundraiser or the Power Pro Wrestling Training Center, too, same number. This is the number to call. It's area code 870-932-3011, and you get all the information. Want to be a wrestler? That's the number to call. Got a school? Got a group? You'd like to have a fundraiser? That's the number to call, too. And don't forget about the Power Pro official website. Now, we've had some technical problems with the website the last 2 or 3 days. Been working on that the last day and a half real hard, and maybe later today, but certainly in the next couple of days, the official Power Pro Wrestling website will be back. PowerProWrestling.com. And don't forget about the tickets to the show here. They are absolutely free. You know, Corey, this is the only live local wrestling show in America. You can come right here, be on television live. Also, the tickets are free.
I love this. A great job, Lance, or I'm sorry, Dave and Corey. Just a great job.
You got a scout group. You got something like that. Bring the kids. We love to have them here on Power Pro Wrestling, and we're going to be giving this address a couple of more times during the day today, so keep the pencil and piece of paper handy. Write it down, send a self-addressed stamped envelope, and we will certainly look forward to having you right here on the Power Hour with us. And by the way, next week we go back to our regular time of 11 o'clock next week. climb up here into the ring right about now, Corey.
Yes, sir. Tickets absolutely free. There's the address. Free studio tickets. TV5 Power Pro Wrestling. Union Avenue, Memphis. The same address has been right there with your request of number tickets. And we'll get those tickets to you and see you down here at TV5. Up to Dave Brown now. And a special guest
End of
today on
regulation,
Power Pro
tied
Wrestling.
Joining us right here
2020.
is Robert Gibson, one half of one of the greatest tag teams ever anywhere, the Rock and Roll Express. Robert?
How you doing, Dave?
I'm doing good.
First of all, we mean one of the greatest tag teams. Me and Ricky Morton were the greatest tag teams around.
Oh, you were mighty good. One of the greatest, no doubt about it.
You know, we beat the Road Warriors. We beat the Midnight Express. We even beat the Russians. And the Fabulous Ones, we even beat them. So I can say we are the best tag team ever did.
Well, you no doubt about it. One of the greatest ever. There were other great tag teams, too, though. For instance, one that comes to mind immediately, the Fantastics. And the Fantastics, great tag team, too.
You mean you talking about Bobby Fulton and Tommy Rogers?
Exactly. And there's something else about that tag team, too. But go ahead.
You know, you talk about Tommy Rogers and the Fantastics. You know, the only thing I remember about them guys is everywhere we went, we sold out. But them guys, the only thing I remember about Tommy Rogers is that, I don't know, I got to the building, he'd already wrestled. He done took a shower and left the building before me and Ricky even got in the ring.
Well, I don't know that I quite remember it that way, but I remember the Fantastics being a great tag team. I don't want to take anything away from Rock and Roll Express. You guys are great.
I don't think the Fantastics could even hold a candle to the Rock and Roll Express, Dave.
Well, I don't know.
Couldn't even raise my boots up.
Well, I'm not really wanting to stand here and argue with you. What I was trying to tell you, see right here?
Hey, Tommy, what's up, man?
Yeah, Tommy Rogers of the Fantastics here today. Tommy, good to have you here.
Hey, Tommy, Dave's been out here knocking you. He's been saying bad things about the Fantastics.
What?
It's good to see you.
Hey, Ricky, it's always a pleasure to see you, man.
I'm Robert.
Hey, oh, Robert, I'm sorry. It's a pleasure to see you, man. It's always great to see you. Always a pleasure to listen to your interviews and see you haven't changed any.
Oh, I've changed.
Well, no, you're still knocking people, still talking about it.
Answer Derek May's question. I was around Sarge O'Reilly, who worked the independents around the Memphis area.
The microphone was under your mouth, and your mouth was talking, so it had to be you. It couldn't have been Dave.
I was just trying to correct Dave, that's all.
Plus, I know Dave for many years, and I know he only says good things about everybody. This man has not a bad word to say about anybody.
Well, that's the way it is, guys. And
You know, Liza, because it was just a Memphis-only program.
You got to admit, this was a great tag team.
I don't know
the Fantastic. No
Excuse
doubt.
me, Dave. I don't mean to cut
if
you off.
it did inspire
I was saying
that.
the same thing to Robert. I didn't mean to come out here and cut you off, but you know, my name was mentioned, so I figured I'd come out here. I have another.
I had this
message
set
to
up for
I just wanna
Robert
say,
to be the
Robert,
heel, and the
if
people
y'all
wasn't buying it.
Want to get down to the brass facts of this, the win-loss record of the Fantastics and the Rock and Roll Express. We have more wins than you do.
Hey, look here. You can lie to all these people out here. Let's don't lie to each other, Tommy. Y'all couldn't wear our jockstrap.
Well, Robert, that's your own opinion, just like you've had your own opinion for years.
Yeah,
they have a saying that goes around wrestling. If you want to know how good the Rock and Roll Express are, just ask them, they'll tell you.
Well, we're not going to.
We were 6-time World Tag Team Champions. How about you?
Well, anyway, Dave, we've blown enough wind, we've blown enough airtime out here, proving who's the better team or whatever. We're not getting nowhere like this, Robert.
Yep.
Let me tell you one thing. I'll cancel my match back there. If you want to make yourself the team captain of the Rock and Roll Express, I'll cancel my match, and we can get a match on right now, right here, today.
How about
Who
this?
the better tag team is. It doesn't matter about all
As we
these
go
guys
into a
out here,
different
what they're
direction
saying.
for Power
It
Pro
doesn't matter.
Wrestling, was able to get Robert and Tommy Rogers both on the program, and we're building toward a match right here.
To do with what's in your job strap.
Are you challenging me to a match?
Jeff, no, I never watched
that
the
what
Jerry
you're
I'm just
Sprinkler
saying,
show
if you
in my
want to
life.
prove who the better
Aware of it.
team captain is, that'd be
That
fine.
segment,
I'm
but
no
never
longer
watched it.
Fantastic.
There's
I'm
no
longer
doubt.
tag
The
teaming.
Rock and Roll Express. There's no doubt.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Well, I don't think we're going to settle it talking about it here, but I got to agree that both were great tag teams, Rock and Roll Express and the Fantastic. Which team was the better? Here's
That's what I'm saying.
we got a referee here.
Dave Brown, if we got a referee here, and if Mr. Motormouth over here wants to solve this, we can solve this right here, right now. Hey, I'm ready, I'm willing, and I'm able.
Tommy's ready. What about Tommy's ready? What about you, Robert? Tommy says he's ready to defend the honor of the Fantastics. You want to defend the honor of the Rock and Roll Express?
It's time to show the world who the better tag team is.
All right. Well, let's see. Let me get out of here. All right.
Well, it looks like we've got a match. Referee
That
has
can get
jumped
wild in a
there.
hurry, let me tell you, Court.
As soon as he calls for the bell, we'll ring it, and it looks like it's going to be Robert Gibson against Tommy Rogers right here on Power Pro Wrestling today.
Tommy said, hey, we're not a tag team anymore. I'm not part of the Fantastics, but I can certainly represent them. And Robert Gibson has sort of reluctantly, I think, but he has accepted the challenge.
Yeah, one half of the Rock and Roll Express is Gibson. Big elbow on Tommy Rogers, and down he goes.
I tell you what, I remember both of those tag teams in their prime, and they were both outstanding. All the members of those tag teams could really move in the ring, and they had great, great teamwork. You're not going to get to see that teamwork here today by either of them in a single match, of course. Both of these guys have been wrestling as singles more.
Touchdown, Michigan in overtime.
Ooh.
Touchdown, Michigan. They lead 26 to 20.
Down goes Tommy Rogers.
And what a match we're seeing. Did you ever think you would see it? Did you guys of Team Hales, by the way, I'm sporting this great shirt Greg Wayne sent me for Christmas. Appreciate it. Score now 27 to 20. Michigan leads Alabama. Man, a nail biter. Two great teams as two great wrestlers. Robert Gibson, Tommy Rogers, both of them
All he's able to get.
made their names as tag team wrestlers. This is a great match and a marquee match and a name match for Power Pro Wrestling. As backslide, Tommy's attempting to do it. Robert is trying to get out of it. He finally rose out of it.
Rogers couldn't get it to stick. Boot to the midsection there is Tommy Rogers.
He was mad at me, Derek, and he went to work with Gary Golden and Kickhouse Wrestling and then Memphis Wrestling.
Slams hard into that turnbuckle is Gibson.
Uh-oh. Through the ropes goes Tommy. Robert Gibson standing in the ring. Tommy down on the floor. Referee tolling the count. He's back up on his feet trying to shake it off. Up on the apron. Springs in.
I love that spot. Robert holding the ropes and
That's a 3 count.
He got a 3 count.
quick 1, 2, 3 by doing Robert Gibson counted out.
Yeah, the referee.
Tommy Rogers, and Rogers gets the win.
Well, would
over
always
Gibson
come
today.
back.
That's kind of interesting there. Well, Tommy, you got the win.
Dave Brown, and I not come out here and say that Tommy Rogers, former Fantastics, are the best, and Robert, we just proved to you, buddy, we're still the best. Ask all these great people out here.
Well, Tommy gets the win here today over Robert Gibson. A little bit strange with the officiating here. Here's Robert over.
Hey, Dave, my first day back.
Looks like Alabama threatening to score.
The referee messes me up. He was pulling my tights. There is no way that the Fantastics can beat Rock and Roll.
Well, maybe we need to think about a rematch somewhere down the way, huh? Because that was a good match going up the layer.
Last update on my phone is second and goal.
Right here. Ali has accepted the challenge.
With the Michigan 9.
Power Pro Championship against
Great match. Big win for Baza says for Tommy Rogers of the Fantastic. And if I remember right, we were not able, this is a one-off. We were trying to go with anything, and we could get, if I remember correctly, we could not get any more dates at all on these guys. All right, it's the Power Hour, and we have more coming up. Lance Jade presents Alan Steele with a perfect woman. We also have CB Wyatt trying to talk to me. A hardcore match with Bulldog Reigns and Lance Jade. Interesting there. Also a segment between Tupac for sure, Tony Falk, and also Brandon Baxter. And the main event of this particular show was Ali defending the Power Pro Heavyweight Championship against Seven as we return to show number 96 of the Power Hour, February the 12th, 2000. Let's watch.
For free TV5 Power Pro Wrestling tickets, send a self-addressed stamped envelope to TV5 Power Pro Wrestling, 1960 Union Avenue, Memphis, Tennessee, 38104.
Just halfway through the Power Hour. Still got much more to go here today. Lance James has got...
That's right, Memphis, Tennessee.
Last update I have, 27-20. It was 4th and go at the Memphis 13. I don't know if
That's right. I'm not letting
there is
an
an update
I have the perfect
for that.
woman for Alan Steele. So why don't you bring her out right now? Bring Alan out. Bring Alan out. Come on, Alan.
This is where Lance J presenting
This is the day that
Perfect
Alan had
Woman
for. Hey, Alan's got
to
his
Alan
down
Steele.
here. That's right. He's all dressed up.
Oh, Alan Steele looking good, dressed up for the perfect woman.
I want to see the look of love on your face.
Don't say Memphis couldn't do entertainment. Who in the hell you think put sports entertainment in wrestling originally? It was Memphis Wrestling. There is no
The
doubt
love
about
of his life here today on the Power Hour, and
You see? Okay, come here. Okay. All right, come on out. Alan Stream Woman, come on out.
this is the presentation from Lance J today to Alan Steele, and is this the surprise?
Yeah. All right. There. Okay. Are you ready, Alan?
You may want to stay blindfolded, Alan.
Oh, this is gonna be great.
I love Tony. You might want to stay blindfolded.
I don't mean any harm. I don't know who you are and where you came from. But, ma'am, you really just aren't my type.
She hauls off and slaps Alan, and whoever she is, I tell you, she slaps Lance J.
Well, at least that's the right one to slap.
I don't remember who that lady is. Tell you the truth. No idea.
She's upset, and well, I just got to tell you, Alan's got a right to be upset too, Dave. He's promised a dream woman.
Hey, what the heck are you thinking?
She was all that.
No, she was far from all that. I'm all that, and she was nothing. I don't know where you got this stupid idea from, Lance, but you stay out of my affairs from now on. You need to stay totally out of
As
my
we
business.
continue the story
She was all that, Alan.
between Lance Jade and Alan Steele, and that was interesting.
In the camp of Jade and Steele, and a very disappointed Alan Steele as he came dressed for the occasion today on the Power Hour with this special presentation from Lance Jade, and I'm telling you, talk about expect the unexpected. We've got more to go. Stay with us.
It's the Power Hour. What do you think, man? That is exciting. Coming up next, you will see a hardcore match on the Power Hour. Lance Jade, Bulldog Reigns. You will also see a Power Pro Championship match, and you will also see Brandon Baxter and Tupac for sure, Tony Falk in a situation. Power Pro Championship match with Ollie and Seven. Man, what a loaded Power Hour. We saw the Young Guns triple threat. We saw the exciting Robert Gibson match with Tommy Rogers Fantastics against Rock and Roll, and we're going to go ahead and go back to the Power Hour.
Something real important, life-changing he talked to you about.
Hey, TV, man, I got a live TV. I got problems. I'm calling people. I got too many people against me. I mean, this is live television. Get out of here. I don't have time right now. I don't have time at all. So just leave. Don't look like you're going to cry. I'll talk to you after the show.
Very busy Randy Hales right there. Here's Lance J. Your mic is not on.
Latest from the ball game, thanks to my phone and thanks to Al Tuttle. My prediction on Michigan over Alabama has come to pass. Michigan wins 27-20 as Michigan goes through this season undefeated. And here's the hardcore street fight, Bulldog Reigns and Lance Jade. Let's enjoy.
Big guy to Carlson, Georgia, man, and he can go
Final
with some
score,
of the best of them when you talk about fights.
27-20,
Bulldog
Michigan.
Reigns, and look at him go.
Tell you what,
Slams that trash can right on top of Lance
The
Jade.
Michigan coach,
Lance going to be unhappy if they hear Lance Jade saying he's
will
the
he
king
be
of hardcore.
making a return
Yeah,
out tunnel to the NFL? Harbaugh
One of the ones
is
that
the
River King's
name
playing
that
with, but
I was looking for.
Bulldog slams him across the back with that thing.
Look out,
Oh, and out the
Bulldog
door they go.
taking him into the doors there. And out in a hallway. Yeah, cameras following.
As this
Out
is
in a
what
storage
Memphis
area
Wrestling
next
was
to the
built on.
studio here.
The lighting's not very good.
Didn't necessarily have to have
A whole lot of
the most well-known
different
talent in the
objects that are
world
picking up,
if
but
you had
I tell you
people
one thing,
that could work,
all over
could
the
wrestle.
television station. They're back in that back area now. It looks like they're headed back towards the studio. Well, at least Lance Jade is. He's
he's
a metal
found a
chair.
metal chair.
Oh, look out. Whoa. Right across the head of Bulldog.
Yeah.
Out on the floor, the concrete floor. Two count, and Bulldog
count.
gets the shoulder up.
How did he do that? I can't imagine how Bulldog could have the presence of mind to pull a shoulder up after the smack he took in the top of the head from that metal chair by Lance Jade.
Lance Jade pulls the table from under the ring and continues to scream. He's the king of hardcore and finds himself right into that ring post. Bulldog Reigns slams him, and Bulldog going out to that table now.
He's got it set up.
Looks like he's about to set that thing up. Bulldog Reigns.
Oh, look out. Now he goes after Lance Jade. Jade may be sorry that he ever brought this table out here.
Got that right.
Jade down on the table.
Look at Bulldog.
Big forearm. Now look out. Bulldog.
Spring God. Whoa.
Uh-oh.
Bulldog ends up hitting the table and going through it. There's a cover by Jade. Count
That's
of
a 3 count. He couldn't
As
get
we
up from
continue to try to get heat
Lance Jade gets the win.
on Lance Jade, as Lance Jade gets the upset hardcore win over Bulldog Reigns.
Not the king of hardcore.
I'm the hardcore king.
You didn't beat Bulldog as much as Bulldog beat himself.
I pinned Bulldog Reigns in his own speaking match. You punk. I'm the hardcore king. Lance Jade comes in screaming and yelling that he's the hardcore king. He's,
I wouldn't totally call that hardcore either, to tell you the truth. I mean,
not at all.
We'll continue. Back with more in a moment.
I want to remind everybody the first Talking Memphis Wrestling program of the year. Tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, Talking Memphis Wrestling. And all the panel is planning to be there. Michael St. John, Pat Trammell, and Chris Ellis. And this will be a very interesting show. Last Wednesday, I went to the movies. I saw The Iron Claw. And we will talk about that tomorrow on Talking Memphis Wrestling. We will also have some college football talk. We talk about this game, Michigan, Alabama today. Also the game later on tonight with Washington and Texas. And we'll update that. And we will know what the national championship game will be. It will be Michigan against somebody. Also, I found, and I did this last week with going to Jeff Jarrett's podcast, My World. I go to it again as he posted something from his podcast and on his YouTube page. And that is, he reflects on the passing of his father. It's a 5-minute and 46-second video, and we will show that for sure. Also, because it's the first show, I'm going to tell you how I spent my weekend, especially yesterday, listening to music. We want to talk about everybody's favorite era of music. Over the weekend, I listened to a ton of 70s music and a ton of 80s music, spotlighting the top 100 from Casey Kasem's 1977 top 100, the number one and number two songs on that. And also, I wanted to let everybody know we have update, and there's a picture. You might know who it is, and it might not not be on the Power Pro side. It might be on the Talking Memphis Wrestling side. But the executive producer since 1984 of the WWE, before that, of course, the WWF, Kevin Dunn has retired from the WWE. Kevin Dunn has retired. Also, I watched last night, maybe it was Saturday night. It was Saturday night, World's End, the AEW pay-per-view, and we will review that as well for sure. So a lot going on, and there was a crazy thing years ago in Knoxville, Tennessee. 5 of the top guys left. Then they had a Plan B video that didn't come out for 30 years. We will show that video tomorrow on a jam-packed Talking Memphis Wrestling. Back to the Power Hour.
For free TV5 Power Pro Wrestling tickets, send a self-addressed stamped envelope to TV5 Power Pro Wrestling, 1960 Union Avenue, Memphis, Tennessee, 38104.
I want the match to happen right now.
You can claim to be the matchmaker. We've got another match scheduled right now.
Well, I don't really care if you have another match. Who am I, Dave? I'm the matchmaker. I make the matches. If I say it's time for 7 and Ali, it's time for 7 and Ali. What do you not understand about that? I mean, who in the world is more important than 7? Who's in the next match?
The next match is not the 7 Ali match, which you made up earlier today.
Who is it? Who is the next match?
Two Falk for sure.
Two Falk in his house.
It's Tony. Two Falk for sure. Coming his way. Now you know who the next match is, Brandon.
So you mean to tell me? Yeah, baby, I'm here tonight. Come on. I'm telling you, B-Bill, you mean to tell me that Tony Falk is more important than 7 versus Ali?
Match is booked.
No, listen. Nobody cares about big, fat Tony Falk, driver Tony, chauffeur Tony. Whatever you are, nobody cares. You're a waste of airtime. You shouldn't be out here, and these people don't want to see it. Well, let me tell you something, BB. Two Falk for sure is getting over. Just listen to these people, huh? Two Falk means ratings, man. Well, Two Falk, if that's what you want to call yourself, I'm giving you to the count of 5 to get out of here.
Yes, Al, I can confirm that. He sure did.
That's not 5.
7 attacks Tony Falk or Tony Falk, man. Always something happens to Tony Falk.
There's no referee out here.
Yeah, he says Two Falk wants a match. Let's put him in this match against 7. 7 slams him down. Two Falk for sure. Being worked over by Big 7. Led to the ring by Brandon Baxter. Out on the floor is Two Falk. And the fans chanting Ali, Ali. That bout is coming up next. Ali against 7. And we understand that Ali is back in the back dressing area. And he is getting ready to defend the Power Pro Championship against this big guy right here. When we
Lots happening on this Power Pro show. Really enjoying show 96 from February the 12th, 2001. One segment to go. This is the Power Hour's final segment. Man, from the start, very enjoyable all the way to the end as we started over, and it's been very interesting, and we'll go right back to the show.
Back in the studio, Brandon Baxter has been inciting the crowd here. He has threatened to take 7 and leave the studio forever, and the crowd said, go ahead. But he didn't do it. There he is, Baxter out here running his mouth. He had a
really wrought this crowd up. Look at him. Now he's threatening one of the ladies in the audience there now. I don't know what's gotten into Brendan Baxter.
I don't know. He and Ali had a falling out a couple of weeks ago, and Baxter hadn't been the same since. Here he comes. There's the champion right there, Ali, with a Power Pro title around his waist. And you can tell who the crowd is behind. Ali, Ali, they're chanting.
They're right behind the Power Pro champion. There he is with that strap around his waist. He steps into the ring, and here we go. As soon as the referee calls for the bell, we've got a Power Pro Heavyweight Championship on the line today on Power Pro Wrestling at our special afternoon time. We heard the star rings over on Union Avenue, and we hit the bell at 12 noon, and here we go with action live from TV5 Studios. Referee, I think he's signaling for the bell, Dave.
Let's do it.
He does, and here we go, buddy.
Championship match underway here. You're right. Yeah, that's what that siren meant today. When it went off. Yeah, it meant the Power Hour is on. We'll be back at our regular time next week, 11 o'clock. Thanks for joining us today. Be sure to tell all your friends, hey, it's on TV5, and it's the Power Hour every Saturday morning.
No doubt about it. Ali and Seven standing up toe-to-toe against each other. Two big specimens, let me tell you that. And it looks like we've got company at ringside with Brandon also. This is the guy with the motor oil on his hands last week.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'd forgotten about that. That's exactly who that is. Ali reverses Seven into the rope. Seven holds on. Ali with a clothesline, and he flips him over the top rope.
Over the top rope and onto the floor, and Seven grabs his leg, pulls him out of there, and goes after him.
Seven really battling it. Two like a couple of bulls going against each other here. Neither one of them willing to back up. Just lower the head and charge.
Look at Ali go. Out on the floor they are. They're not careful. They're both going to be counted out there. He and Seven.
New Power Pro champions today, says Brandon Baxter. Well, that remains to be determined. The
Power Pro Championship match. We had a Young Gun triple threat match. All kinds of things on this Power Hour. A hardcore match and much more.
Right over the top rope of this ring. I'm telling you, I can barely get under the bottom rope.
That's right. Me too. Climbing between them is all I can do.
I know. It's Seven putting the knee right to the throat of Ali, and the referee threatening to disqualify him there if he doesn't break it.
Seven looked like he was using that chain that Ali wears around his neck. Looked like he was trying to use it to choke Ali. Ali drops him down. Power Pro title hangs in the balance as Ali sends Seven into the rope. Coming up. He drops him down to the mat.
Down goes Seven, and the Power Pro Heavyweight Champion climbing the rope. He's on the top rope. There's Seven out in the middle of the ring. Look out! He drops that elbow down on him. He came flying off of that top rope on the Seven. And Ali.
He's going for the Ali driver. Look out. Who are these guys?
There go these big
guys come rolling into the ring, and the referee has called for the bell. That is going to mean that Ali will retain the Power Pro title. But now what is this? Seven grabs the referee and throws him through the rope down onto the floor. Brandon Baxter jumped in. He's got to be nuts. He goes after Ali himself and then celebrates. Look behind you, Brandon.
Ali's got him. Oh, and from behind, Seven nails him.
Yeah, that glove had to be loaded that he had on his hand because he immediately put it in his pocket.
Yeah, that's
to get rid of the evidence there.
That's the motor oil guy,
yeah.
And he puts the several kicks. Well, you got 5 against 1 in there now.
And couple of big guys in there, too, came rolling in to interfere in the match.
I don't know who these guys are. This is 5 against 1. Ali has been undefeated ever since he came into Power Pro Wrestling. He's been unbeatable, but I'm telling you, this is hard to come back.
I don't see how he's going to get out of this one. They drop him down to the match.
That's the redemption from Seven. Down is Ali, the Power Pro Heavyweight Champion. 5 against 1 here today.
And they're not letting up. They continue to work on the Power Pro Champion. Match is over, but Ali really taking a beating here after the official end of the match.
Referee trying to get up on his feet.
Brandon Baxter and his bunch of thugs out here, including 7 who had the match against Ali. And once again, he drops him down.
5 of them against 1.
Baxter has climbed out of the ring. He's yelling at the crowd over here. Meanwhile, 7 continues to work on Ali in there. We're out of time, fans. Back to regular time next week, 11 o'clock, live, right here on TV5. Until then, for Corey Macklin, I'm Dave Brown. So long, everybody.
Man, I really enjoyed that, and I love this great Team Hell shirt that Greg Wayne Peel sent me for Christmas. Hey, appreciate you watching this show. Come back with us next Monday night, show 97 from February the 19th, 2000. As we start the show, security keeps Ali from entering the studio. Lance Jayes, who got a victory today, will be meeting Chris Michaels. Moondog Spot returns next week on show number 97. Then a classic of all time, Randy Hill's CB White segment and a major reveal announced. Also, we see Tracy Smothers against Tupac for sure. We see Whoopi D. We see Whoopi against Tommy Rogers. Ali back, and man, he's going crazy. He's getting his revenge. Also, we see Bulldog Reigns against all that. Allen Steele, a big program tomorrow night on Talking Memphis Wrestling. Told you about it. Loaded show at 7 o'clock. Michael St. John, Pat Trammell, and Chris Ellis. And folks, Adam has been given the length, and other people mentioned it. I got 9 books in my latest shipment left. 9 books. The only place to get it personalized is go to Randy Hill's MemphisWrestling.com, or you can go and scan that code right there. Scan that code right there. Only way to get it personalized. Thanks to Greg Wayne, not only for this shirt, but for ordering the book. You can go to RandyHillsMemphisWrestling.com, or you can go ahead and scan that. I'll throw a 8 by 10 in with that as well and sign that as well. Derek May said that was a good ending, like a WWE ending. I don't know about that. LL says, love that Team Hell's t-shirt. Also, your husband-to-be got the book a few weeks ago. Can't wait to read it. And I think you will enjoy it. Again, go to that website. Great show, Al says. Kickoff to 2024. Looking forward to tomorrow's Talking Memphis Wrestling. Hey, Greg, you got here about time for us to say goodbye. For producer Adam Dunn, for Team Hills, this is Randy Hills saying Happy New Year and good freaking night. Bye-bye.
Power Pro Wrestling. Power Pro Wrestling.